Hey, what's up guys? Banggood sent me a micro FPV drone for review. That is the Eachine QX95S. Let's unbox it first. So in the box we have a set of instructions. Some instructions for the FPV camera. A 450 milliamp hour 1S high voltage battery, some Velcro pads, 4 extra props, but 2 of them look different, 2 rubber bands, 2 screws, and a prop remover, a Allen key and high voltage USB charger. The charger also has a selectable current setting, 1 amp or half an amp. So here is the QX95S. The frame design is a dead cat style, where the camera is in front of the front motors, and this will allow the props to be out of view of the camera. The frame supports 8.5 by 20 millimeter brushed motors, and the motors that come with this are what Eachine calls a Black Edition, and I assume that they are a bit more powerful than the regular motors that you get with other mini quads like this. The frame is, let's see how thick it is. It's about 1.6, maybe 1.5 millimeters, and the top plate is 1.1, so maybe about 1 millimeter. The FPV camera is an all-in-one unit, 48 channels, 25 milliwatts, and 600 TV lines. And the best part about this drone is the flight controller. It's a F3 processor with a built-in Betaflight OSD, and it also has a built-in receiver. The model I got here is the FlySky, so it has the FlySky receiver. And another nice feature is every connector that goes to the board is connected via a connector, so no more soldering. So when you replace a motor, if you break it, just unplug it and you're good to go. It also has the RGB LEDs here. They're programmable through Betaflight, and it also has a buzzer. And here is the micro USB port to plug into your computer. Let's see what it weighs. 41.9 without the battery, and with the battery is 55.4. So next I will plug this into the computer and see what software it's using. Connect. Okay, so it's running Betaflight 3.2.1. and already has the craft name of QX95S. And let's see, looks like the receiver is attached to the UART3, and so it looks as normal. The LED strip is enabled, and the OSD is enabled. That's normal. Here are the stock PIDs. I'm not going to touch these PIDs. I'm just going to fly it as is. Receiver settings is normal. Here are the modes. Arm is on auxiliary 1. Angle mode is on auxiliary 2, along with air mode on auxiliary 2. Here's the OSD settings. They look adequate. And here's the RGB LED settings. So now I will show you how to bind and connect it to your receiver or transmitter. So first I'm going to have to set up the transmitter. I'm going to start here. the model setup. I'm going to change the model name to QX95S. Next, I'll set the model type. I'll set it to maximum. And since this is the Fly Sky model, I'm going to set this to Fly Sky. There it is. And the rest we can leave for now. Then we have to go to the mixer. I think for the aileron and rudder, I need to reverse this. Okay, so now I'll go back to the model setup and go to bind mode. Okay, I'll leave it there. Now to put this drone into bind mode, we're going to need to push, zoom in. To put this drone into bind mode, we're going to have to push this button here. While holding that button down, we're going to connect the battery power. So I'll hold the button down with my thumb. And with my other hand, I'll connect power to this. And if you can see, the little LED is flashing fast. So now that that's in bind mode, I will, on this screen here, select bind. And now you notice the LED is flashing slowly. So that means it's bound. So to get to connect, we're going to just cycle the power on and off. And then I'll cycle the power on and off on the transmitter. And you'll notice the green LED is now solid. That means we're connected. Oh yeah, so one more thing I have to program on the transmitter, and that is the auxiliary switches. So channel 5, I will put simple, and under this part we will select this switch. And then save. See, now that works. You can hear that, okay. And the next switch I will do is channel 6, and that will be my mode selection, flight mode selector. Simple. And then save. And that's it for the settings. So now if I see, there it goes. Unfortunately, the weather is going to be pretty bad for at least a week, so I won't be able to get any flight footage. But I hope you still enjoyed this video, and if you could, please give it a subscribe, and if you have any questions, comment down below. and I hope to see you in the next video.